Howdy, y'all. How you doing? Hey, Gamer G. Hey, Little Morphine Annie. Hello, KVS. Hello, VCC TV. Hello, Ashley. How we all doing? How we all doing? Also, can someone post real quick in YouTube chat? Hello, 10-letter name. Ah, thank you, KBS. I've got a job trial as a cook next month. Yo, 10-letter name, congratulations! Can you tell us like what kind of cook are you trying out for? goodness. Be working at a pub in the cultural district of my city. It's mostly burgers and steak, but they're trying to expand the menu to have some Mexican food options as well. Hell yeah! Hey Jennifer Holly, how you doing? Hey Alice Payne! And they do pizzas? Aw, hell yeah, you can commiserate with Metal Kitty Mom. Yeah, I could demolish a pizza right now. Okay, everybody shut up. I just discovered something incredibly funny. So there's this guy named Tim Pool, okay? There's this guy named Tim Pool, and he has a show where he talks to people, and, you know, mostly conservatives. And I did want to go over, like, a Tim Pool live show recently where he talked with Lauren Witzke, who is a noted, like, fascist. But I just realized that his current live show, his current live program, has Joey Manarino on. Now, if you guys don't know offhand who Joey Manarino is, I don't blame you. He's basically a Twitter nobody. However, the reason I know who Joey Manarino is because he became prolific for tweeting incessantly about tranny semen. Like, over and over again, to the extent that he has his own Know Your Meme page about how often he says it. Tranny semen is a transphobic catchphrase repeatedly used by Twitter user Joey Manarino in early 2023 to describe Bud Light beer. And he did it for like months, dude. He did it for like months. Yeah, it was then used ironically by those that disagreed with Manarino, surfacing en masse after a tweet of his that proclaimed Chick-fil-A would start putting tranny semen in the frosted lemonade. So that's how I know him, and it could just be very funny to see him on Tim Pool, because I don't know that he has anything else to contribute to discourse other than talking about trans people's semen. This guy is absolutely like the archetypical like dude who is conservative and like publicly hates trans people but slides into our DMs. Okay, he's just that guy, you know? Oh boy. Doing better, decided to go COVID booster and flu shot at the same time yesterday. Advised not to do that. Oof. Best of luck, Jennifer Holly. This guy is obsessed. Yeah, if he's saying it that often, he might just be down bad, dude. He's down bad. Although the aforementioned tweet only gained 400 likes, it had 4 million views. Oh no. And then a trans person was like, that's ridiculous. It would take like 50 trannies just to fill one of those cans. Which is very funny. Anyway, let's just pop in real quick. See how
the
The
U.S.
see how
doesn't
this is
want
going
that either because they'd have to stop laundering money through
Exactly.
Everybody's
It's
making
not
a
going to launder
killing.
itself. That's so true.
Everybody's making a killing on this
This-
war, and I hate
I
to
think
say
this
it, the
is
best
Joey
thing that could
Manarino.
happen would be Russia wins and we don't have to deal
Russia
with it.
did win.
Because if Ukraine rebuilds, guess who's rebuilding?
Yeah.
Everybody in here's tax dollars.
Just
And
stop.
Russia won.
Yeah, you're right.
It's fascinating if you look at the start of the war and the
Jesus Christ, we're like 3 seconds in, and already they're like, yeah, you know who has to rebuild? You know who would have to rebuild Ukraine? Your tax dollars. It's like, yeah, bitch. Have you ever heard of the Marshall Plan? The United States helped rebuild like all of Europe after World War II. And you know what happened? We became a global superpower because they were buying American shit, dude. Somebody booked Joey Manarino? Yeah, you'll never guess who.
the territory gained by Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And the argument I get from more establishment conservative types is, no, Russia wanted the whole country.
Yeah, sure.
It's like, no, they wanted the land bridge to Crimea. Like, that's what we've been saying nonstop. Now they have it, and now nothing's changed.
Yeah.
There's no advancing. It's just locked, and Russia got what they wanted.
Yeah, and we'll never know when it really ends because the money laundering would stop.
Russia absolutely didn't get what they really wanted. Like, Putin has repeatedly said they want all of Ukraine. They have been saying what they want nonstop. And if you look at their terms for ending the conflict, it is not, oh, we'll just keep what we have and we can have peace. No, it is, we want all of Ukraine. Yeah, we'll accept your total and complete surrender. That's the only circumstance under which this conflict ends. This is incredible how, like, anytime I tune into a Tim Pool show, it's like 3 seconds and somebody's saying something absolutely dipshit.
So this will go on into the next. I mean,
Well, I think it'll likely end because Israel's firing up.
true. That's a good point. They
So
got to
now-
figure out just how to launder it right through there, and we'll be
Right.
good. Yeah.
Yep.
Once they get the bank.
Yes, because that is how international diplomacy works. Yeah, you know, nation states famous for only operating on one axis at a time. Definitely, one of the largest and most effective bureaucracies in the world definitely can't do two things at once. No, sir.
Bank accounts all set up.
I don't think we should be sending any more money to Ukraine when we have people right here in the United States.
Also, I'm not familiar who this is. Laverne Spicer. This. Oh, she's running for Congress in Florida's 24th district. Oh, she wants to be in the United States Congress. And she's in Florida, so she's basically going to be the craziest motherfucker in the room. Here is her campaign ad, I guess.
We have a president that is currently in office that apparently does not care at all about this country.
You know, I would not be trying to take the high ground on caring about our country if I was Laverne Spicer, when clearly she's saying this statement in front of a flag that she hasn't even ironed the wrinkles out of. It's literally still, you can literally still see the folds from when they bought it at the store. Was this recorded in a bathroom ass audio? Yeah, like you didn't even have like $500 for like a Shure microphone. Like, come on now, come on. I make pennies. You could get better microphones. Laverne's run a few times. Well, I could see why she's needed to run multiple times without any victory to support her.
He is sending billions and billions of dollars.
Wrinkled flag. Maybe she's a leftist plant. True, y'all motherfuckers need to iron your flags.
To the Ukraine to take care of their country. And nothing.
Yeah, honestly, Paladin Lost, I'm not fully convinced this isn't a tablecloth behind her. They might have thought, oh, we couldn't possibly get an actual full-sized background flag. That would be too expensive for our budget. You know, we can't even hang it straight, for God's sake. No, I think they're actually using a tablecloth, chat. I think they're using a fucking tablecloth. This is insane, actually. I know, like, I'm being super nitpicky right here, but this is just genuinely very funny.
Thing for the American people that have worked all of their life paying taxes. Many of them are homeless right now, staying in the streets. I operate a food bank here in South Florida, and I am Laverne Spicer, and I have seen firsthand the effects of his policies that are taking place and how they are affecting everyday working people. And I am so
Hey,
sick and
Ninjarine.
tired of this woke culture. I'm sick of these open borders. I'm sick of them putting drag queens in our school system in different places where they don't belong.
You know, if I was going to be petty, and I am going to be petty, I would say I think Laverne Spicer would have benefited from more drag queens being available in her school system when she was growing up, because then she might actually have like decent makeup skills. You know, she could have learned a thing or two. Just saying, okay? Just saying.
And God knows I'm sick of seeing these men that are supposed to be a woman that are on these magazine covers and competing in women's sports. This should not be allowed in this country. And that
It's I guarantee you, if I look at this lady's Twitter feed, she's going to be complaining about how men, like biological men, have advantages in women's beauty pageants. I guarantee you she's the kind of person who will say all of this and then be like, and biological men are too pretty to be competing alongside biological women in beauty pageants. I guarantee you that is on her Twitter feed, okay?
that is why I'm running for Congress here in the United States. I am a conservative candidate. I'm running in District 22.
Yeah, by the way, that's a really good point, Petter, in YouTube chat. Like, if she doesn't want to look at drag queens, you don't have to look at drag queens. You know, if you don't want to like read the new Vanity Fair with Dylan Mulvaney on the cover or something, like you don't gotta read that. But like what she's objecting to is like just knowing. She's upset that she knows that these people exist. You know, it's really so sad. Like transphobia literally breaks these people's brains.
Against Lois Frankel. She is part of the establishment, and the establishment has dumping tons and tons of money into her campaign. That is a
I know that you're very jealous because I can clearly see that the establishment GOP is not dumping tons and tons of money into your campaign. It's painfully obvious. But also, like, I don't know, like, you don't even need tons of money. You just need like one person on your staff who can actually put together like a basic one layer set for you and like do some lighting and I don't know, like there's just so much wrong going on here.
a D+6 district. It is a swing district. It is a winnable district.
Oh wait. What is this? This is a memorandum from 2012. Arthur Spicer Jr., Spicer, and Versi Miller, former employees of the Miami-Dade County Clerk of the Courts Clerk's Office, pled guilty this week to multiple counts of official misconduct, as well as one count each of organized scheme to defraud. Spicer and Miller were arrested last August following an investigation by the Miami-Dade Office of the Inspector General. What were they doing? Spicer was a courtroom clerk 1 assigned to the Marriage License Bureau and working at the North Dade Justice Center District Court Office. Miller, also assigned to the Marriage License Bureau, was a court records specialist 2 working at the Hialeah District Court Office. Spicer, a 21-year employee, and Miller, an 8-year employee, were terminated from the clerk's office during the course of the investigation. As part of their duties, Spicer and Miller possessed marriage license requests, issued marriage licenses, and performed marriage ceremonies, and maintained marriage license records. The OIG investigation revealed that they falsified and altered official marriage license records, circumvented state of Florida statutory waiting period requirements, and pocketed fees from couples they overcharged and fees that were due to the clerk's office. Okay, like this is just like straight up like they were like you know taking a cut of like the marriage license fees. That is insane, dude. That's so blatant. Oh no. To be fair to her, Gamer G, I don't know that she has a criminal record, but her husband does, and it's specifically defrauding taxpayers.
And that's why I'm here. I'm asking you for your support. I am going to go door to door and talk to people because I'm not afraid of people. And I am a fighter. And I will fight hard for this country.
Okay, also rule number 1, if you're going to be doing like an announcement video like this, you don't like weave from side to side throughout the video, forcing the camera to move behind you. Okay, did you guys pick that up? Like she's over here.
And I am a fighter. And I will fight
now
hard
she's over here.
for this country because we need people in Congress that are American first and that actually happen to care.
Oh my god, they didn't even keep the flag in the background. You could see it pinned to the wall in the corner.
About what's taking place currently in this country. I'm asking you to support me.
Oh wait, I didn't even notice that there was a second page here. It gets funnier. Read the last paragraph on the first page. Both Spicer and Miller were sentenced to 5 years of probation. Among the special conditions of their probation, Spicer and Miller were required to pay restitution to the couples and to the clerk's office, perform 100 hours of community service, pay the costs of the investigation to the OIG, and are prohibited from obtaining public employment during the term of their probation. Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh, here we go. So this is... No, this isn't the same one. Yeah. Florida law requires the residents to pay to apply for a marriage license for when the clerk's office collects an application fee. Residents are also required to wait 3 days for the license to be effective, unless the couple presents proof of a 4-hour premarital preparation course by an approved provider. Couples who present proof of a completed premarital course are given a $32.50 discount off the marriage license application fee. The OIG investigation found that Spicer submitted 17 and Miller 27 altered certificates. They literally altered they altered certificates for like $300 total. Are you kidding me, dude? That's... Oh my god, dude. It's so petty. It's so petty. Additionally, Spicer and Miller falsified the payment records, making it appear they had applied the $32.50 discount, while in actuality they collected and pocketed those funds. Spicer and Miller also overcharged some of the applicant couples. The OIG found that many couples were unaware of the exact fees as they were unaware of the requirements. Spicer stole over $800 and Miller over $1,300 in surcharges to couples and fees due to the clerk's office. So in total, like, her husband enacted a scheme that destroyed like a 21-year public service record for $1,200. Oh no, dude. You know, I don't think they're sending their best.
Support my campaign and make a donation to the campaign. It does not matter how much, because every dollar...
Wait, her bio has the wrong district? She doesn't even say she's running in the right Oh my god, she's running in the 22nd district. Oh my god. Oh my god, her bio says the 24th. This one says the 22nd. Oh my god. She doesn't even have someone like proofreading her comms. Oh no. Honey. Honey, no, what are you doing?
Count. And I cannot do this without your support. I am here for you. I support you. I support this country. And we need people that are not afraid to stand up and fight and make a change take place to all this stupidity that's going on right now. So I am Laverne Spicer. Follow my page, make a contribution, and help me win this race.
You know, she didn't even have somebody to like put inspiring music in the background. You can like buy, like you can like license a track, or use a license free track that adds like dramatic music to the background. Like you could spice this up, pun intended. Oh, okay. Let's see what she tweeted out on October 7th. Seems like she's a bit drunk. I mean, at this point, like the presentation was so wild, I can't rule that out. Oh god, I'm gonna be scrolling forever. Forgot October 7th was an insane amount of time ago in politics. Nine, 8th, and October 7th. Okay. I stand with Israel all day. In the past 6 hours, I've seen more war footage out of Israel than in the entirety of the war in Ukraine. Why is that? Well, Joey Manarino, it might be because you're a dipshit. He's a social media strategist? Yeah, he had a brilliant plan to just talk about semen nonstop. It took him to the top of Twitter. Let me get this right. Joe Biden botched Afghanistan so the Taliban could take over, and he gave them the weapons to do it with. Then Joe Biden goaded Putin into making a move on Ukraine, and now Israel's under attack. You know, honestly, when did Russia invade Afghanistan? When did this happen? Happened in 1979? Joe Biden's been a senator in Delaware since 1972. Okay, so technically he did probably vote to authorize giving arms to the Mujahideen. So very technically, and I think that this is completely an accident. Laverne Spicer is correct. Oh god. What? So Biden then Joe Biden goaded Putin into making a move on Ukraine. Yeah, Joe Biden was behind that. That one is just incorrect. And now Israel's under attack just 19 days after Joe Biden gave Iran $6 billion. That was Iran's money. Also, do you think that Iran spent $6 billion in 19 days? That'd be an impressive feat. Maybe it's just me, but none of this is coincidence. None of this is accidental. All of this is because Joe Biden is in the White House. How are we not impeaching him? By the way, just as a quick aside, a lot of Republicans, as we know, in the United States are evangelicals. But you could also just say, none of this is a coincidence. None of this is accidental. It's all because of God preordained and reigns in heaven over all of us, twisting our fates. How are we not overthrowing him? You know, like this is This is like honestly like 1 or 2 steps removed from like an end game JRPG speech. We need to find the footage of Biden praising them. True. Okay. That was fun. That was fun. Now it's time to get back to this insanity.
That are suffering and cannot afford to pay their rent and are staying and sleeping in the streets.
Amen.
Yep. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
I don't know who this
Sure.
beardy boy
But
is.
for some reason, you get Mitch McConnell. What did he say? The biggest priority was funding
Yeah,
for
funding
Ukraine.
Ukraine. He should go over there. He can have his little strokes in the next to Zelensky.
Wow.
Him and
What?
Lindsey Graham deploy them first. I mean, that's
He can go over there and have his little strokes to the neck of Zelensky. What does that mean?
His little strokes in the next to Zelensky.
Wow.
him and Lindsey Graham deploy them first. I mean, that's the craziest thing. At least Nikki Haley's husband is actively deployed right now. He's in Africa, but you know, she therefore is willing to send her own husband to war. It's a bold choice, on my opinion, but you know, all of the politicians who call for funding for war want to send your children and your siblings and your cousins. They don't want to go themselves, and
think-
they don't want anyone they actually know or are related to go.
I think Lindsay just likes the war stuff because it makes him look more masculine, and we all know what's going on there.
I
So-
think these people are just funded by massive multinational corporations in the military-industrial complex, and so they're going to go on TV and warmonger.
100%.
But let's jump to this story from Deadline. Joe Biden talks about watching an AI-generated deepfake of himself. I said, when the hell did I say that? So apparently Biden wants to launch some AI safety regulations and guidelines and things like this. They say President Biden signed an executive order on AI.
Honestly, this is good. Oh yeah, okay. No, they're talking. He was talking about like Biden, like the conservative compilation clips where like Biden like walks up and like sniffs somebody. Okay, that makes more sense, I guess. Like it's obviously unhinged, but I at least see the joke.
Billing the U.S. as out front of other countries when it comes to establishing guardrails around the fast emerging technology. But Biden told those gathered in the East Room that other steps will require congressional action. That will be a much more complicated process, as lawmakers have been in a stalemate for years when it comes to any meaningful action on tech giants. Speaking to reporters after the White House ceremony, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said that all this that his effort to craft a bill. This is about the hardest thing I've attempted to undertake legislatively because it is so complicated, because A, it's so complicated, B, it affects every aspect of society. Schumer said that he and the rest of the bipartisan group of lawmakers will meet with Biden on Tuesday to talk about the legislation. I think we're in a post-legislation era of this country.
Yep.
I don't think legislation is going to get passed unless it's nonsensical and irrelevant or jammed into an omnibus. And when it comes to major issues like AI, it's just going to happen, and no one's going to do anything about any of it. So you look at where the internet is today, and
Tim Pool making famously accurate predictions, as always. Yeah, no one's gonna do anything about it. Wait, well, I think people might start doing something about it when it becomes like a prolific problem of like deep faking someone and blackmailing them. You know, like I think that there are going to be regulations on the use of AI just because like realistically there have to be with how open source AI software is. Like realistically, it just has to be.
and kids have access to adult content, and nobody cares. In fact, there are libertarians who argue they should. It's the parents' fault, and I'm like, well, I guess that's like saying it's parents' fault if a kid goes to an adult bookstore and the guy lets him in. I think at a certain point there is a shared responsibility between the people granting the access and the parents who are supposed to be watching their kids. With that being said, AI stuff is just going to keep happening. There's not going to be any regulation.
Tim Pool talking like a man who absolutely under no pretext watches porn on his phone. Uh-huh. We believe you, Tim. Mm-hmm.
And it's going to get wild, and then that's it.
Yeah.
There you go. You'll live in the pod, you'll eat the
And
bugs.
China's going to control it all.
Yep.
Tell you what, okay, like real talk. If you don't want your children to even have the possibility of like Googling the word boobs, you gotta homeschool them, and you have to have like the one family computer that is in like the living room, and then you have to like never give them a smartphone. Like you have to like shelter your child so much because again, like you can just Google boob. and you like see a picture of boobs on the, on the internet. Like it's not hard. But Tim Pool's saying all boobs should be removed from the internet. Like, how are you actually going to make that happen? How are you going to make that happen? I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom, but I love you all, and we'll continue this when I get back, okay? Do. Hello, I'm back. Also, Abyssal List, thank you for gifting a sub to Posadas John. I really appreciate it. My interest in this Tim Pool thing is waning. I thought we'd be getting a lot more tranny semen and a lot less weird discussion about AI and pornography.
I feel confident that China, whether or not the
Also,
U.S.
who is this guy?
Passes some kind of restrictions, because Mark Andreessen is frequently talking about doing some kind of limit on. He really wants a full stop on AI research because he thinks that it can get out of hand real fast. But I think that doesn't really matter, because it's not going to be something that the whole world is going to abide by. Even if the U.S. companies or companies that had a large portion of their business done in the U.S., even if they committed to stopping, that doesn't mean China's going to stop. And I don't think that China is as cutting edge as the U.S. is, but I think that they would be, or they will be quickly, if the U.S. stops if U.S. firms and companies stop.
Yeah, this isn't
developing.
Moonlord.
I mean, right now, Google's as much of the military-industrial complex as Raytheon is. Like they are exactly the same type of involvement with the warfare state and the surveillance state. So there's no incentive for these companies to actually stop, no matter what the president passes or executive order he says. I just don't see it happening.
Yeah, and for me, part of the danger with AI is that it's marketed as just something fun that we try out and play right now. I mean,
Okay, can I say something mean? Can I say something mean? Like, all the people on Tim Pool's show are conservative ghouls, right? This woman looks like she lives in, like, a stick hut in the woods and will, like, abduct and curse your children. Okay? Like, that's the vibe I get. She's just missing, like, a few of the twigs sticking out of her hair. I'm sorry. That's my mean take on it, okay?
every time you get access to Photoshop just unveiled a tool that uses AI, so you can use AI to generate things, but that is refining the AI. The more exposure, the more people that use it, the more essentially free beta testing they have for it, the more complicated of a tool it becomes to unravel. And I just don't think that, and look, I openly identify as a boom.
I mean, honestly, what will probably put a huge block on AI are like the massive copyright lawsuits that are being levied against AI companies. Like you can't just like steal all the images on the internet and then be like, all right, we're good. Like Getty Images, they gonna come after you, okay, dog? They gonna come after you.
In terms of technology, but I just don't think there's any way for the people who are legislating to legislate.
Hey, look, there are plenty of mean things people can think about me, okay? Like I'm dumpy, I'm fat, like whatever. It goes with the territory of existing online.
Effectively and fastly enough to be ahead of this. We're already behind it. That's why we're trying to play catch up. And I certainly don't know anyone who can effectively talk about the ramifications of AI in a way that would eventually make it into an effective law.
Half of them can't even open an email, and they're the people that are going to do our AI
I think it was one of the Democratic congressmen from North Carolina. He used to do TikToks from the Capitol, and he was
I
like,
want to hear
"Today I
Joey
met with,
talk more.
The head of technology at the Capitol to get my laptop, and he deadpanned asked me if I needed him to show needed help learning how to open the laptop and learning how to launch an email."
Wow. Feinstein basically stayed there dead for 6 months, so it's ridiculous, and these are supposed to be our leaders.
The executive order.
Can I say something mean? Can I say something mean? Now that I've heard him talk for like 3 seconds flat, okay? This guy's a mumble talker, and he's 10,000% a bottom, okay? He's a mumble talker and 10,000% a bottom, and the reason he talked about tranny semen so much is because he really, really wants to get topped by a trans girl. I'm just keeping it real with you guys. I'm keeping it real with you. He does not have the energy to top a trans woman. I'm just letting you guys know.
It's ridiculous, and these are supposed to be our leaders.
The executive order is basically going to direct the Department of Commerce to develop standards for authentication and watermarking. Impossible.
Yeah.
They'll make the standard, it'll be exploited by them. That's what they'll do. They'll make a standard and they'll say, this label certifies a video organic. And then they'll just charge companies for that.
Hannah Reloaded. Welcome, y'all. We're just seeing if we can suffer through Tim Pool's interview with the guy who got famous for saying tranny semen over and over and over again. Hello, everybody. My name's Riverboat Jack. I talk about the news and politics, and we're going to be playing a spooky game soon. Do you think transgender movement is a cult movement? Why or why not? No, I don't think it's a cult movement. Do you know what a cult is? Because it doesn't at all fit the definition of a cult. Hey, Fennec. Wow, I'm gonna butcher your name, but I am gonna try to say the entire thing. Fennec Agegami. Hello. Fair warning, Seeker 47 is a troll. Oh god. I'm in a basement right now, so a cable just touched my foot and I thought it was a centipede. The real horror of Halloween. Seeker is a troll? I mean, of course he is. No one who asks that thing first thing in my chat is not a troll. But sometimes it's fun to humor trolls. Seeker is a troll that followed from Hannah's stream. That's okay. Sometimes you need a pet chud in chat, okay? Sometimes you need them for content. Don't play definition games. Words are literally defined with definitions. So if you want to use words to communicate, you have to agree on like definitions. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what you say. You might as well be saying. So you can try leaving another comment, my friend, and see where we get in our highbrow discourse. Yeah, we got ourselves a little pet. This is way more fun than whatever Tim Pool was talking about with tranny semen guy. Benekagigami, there we go. Thank you for breaking it down. Jack, is this super nuanced thing that is kind of a sticky wicket, a blatant disregard for that nuance, and also get mad? Hey, Mr. Blast. How do you think language works? I know, right? I mean, Seeker, you have to be entertaining. You have to engage in dialogue with me, otherwise you're just gonna get banned. Because your only value to me is insofar as like we have a conversation. Cool headphones, are they from the future? No, they're actually from the past. I got them like 6 years ago. But Astro allows you to like customize headphones. They're really nice. I responded, where's your response? I told you that we have to be able to agree on definitions, otherwise we can't have a discourse. So you can either engage with that, or you can shit yourself until you die. I don't really care which, but it's one of those two options. We don't have to agree on definitions. Definitions are universal. Definitions are definitely not universal. What are you talking about? Yes, I forgot. We discovered the English tablet 10,000 years ago. And the English tablet tells us all words in the English language, and they are universal. Fucking loser. That tablet is called the dictionary. Hey, Seeker 47, question. Do you think that different dictionaries have different definitions of words? Do you think that different dictionaries maybe have different definitions of words? Or like different ways of formulating definitions? Just out of curiosity. Do you think Oxford English Dictionary has the same definitions as Merriam-Webster's dictionary? Do you think law dictionaries have the same definitions as like, vernacular dictionaries? Don't distract into branching discussion. It's not a branching discussion. It's pretty relevant to the point. Have you ever seen two different dictionaries and looked up the definition of each word? That's a pretty easy thing you can do with the power of the internet, you know. Isn't it the Rosetta Stone that lets us decipher different languages? It's true. If someone doesn't hold the actual Rosetta Stone within their hands, you cannot translate a language. It's true. So it's a pretty simple thing. You can look at two different dictionaries and see that they have two different definitions. So Seeker, if you want to continue this conversation, you have to answer the question, why can different dictionaries have different definitions of the same words? You have to answer that question for us to continue along your NPC dialogue tree. Also, if you just start antagonizing other people in the chat, you're just gonna get banned. I mean, look, if you wanna mouth off to my mods, that's your choice, my friend. Yeah, I gave you plenty of opportunities to engage in discussion. NPC dialogue tree is a perfect way to describe it. I mean, like I've been like these people each come into my chat thinking like they're special, like they're the chosen one, right? But it's just like ultimately at the end of the day, like they can't even answer a simple question like if language is universal, why is it if definitions are universal, why is it that different dictionaries have different definitions of the same words? You know? See, we're gonna do hateful conduct and hateful behavior. Was a chode. And burp. There you go. He of course got mad at me for him mouthing off at one of the mods, and that mod banned him. And of course he's mad at me because again, he has a tiny penis and is busy shitting himself to death as we speak. You know, I have no way of proving or disproving that he's currently shitting himself to death, but I choose to believe that is true. And no one can prove me wrong. Much like all of my enemies, shitting himself to death alone. I'd say that's speculation, but it's really not. Dude couldn't handle the idea that the only thing separating humans from other animals is the fact that we're lucky enough to develop sapience before the others did. Yeah, no kidding. Also, we don't even know if we were the first to develop sapience before others did. You know, there are other species of humanoids that have existed and just happened to die out. Or you know, we don't know. Maybe there have been primitive like dinosaurs that developed sapience and had like tribes, and it's just been like 200 million years and we have no idea if they existed or not. You know, I'm just throwing that out there. The TV show Dinosaurs. That was a documentary, okay? Humanoids made pizza and the Noid ruins them. Coincidence? Anyway, I'm bored with the Tim Pool stuff. We're gonna move on. But I will say, real quick, welcome Raiders. And one thing that happened to my channel recently, and by recently I mean last night, I was made aware of this.
I'm a warrior for God, and I am here to cast out the evil trans indoctrinators and send them to church where our pastor will personally guide and love them.
Cool. Thank you for the $5 dono. But I got a copyright strike on my YouTube channel last night, specifically for covering the invasion of Gaza live. So if any of you thought you saw that go up on the YouTube channel and then it was suddenly gone, you know, as a 2-hour-long segment or hour 40-minute segment. And if you are wondering where that live stream went, which was like a 7-hour-long live stream, it is inaccessible because it has been formally like copyright struck. Like Al Jazeera as a company sent a Nerodia, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub. Sent a copyright notice to YouTube. So any of that content is no longer accessible. And I'm gonna reach out to Al Jazeera. I don't really expect them to either reply to me or to be like, you know, oh, sorry, we did it wrong, we'll be chill. I expect them to kind of be like inclined to tell me to fuck off. But I figure I'll reach out, see if we can get that that copyright strike gone. I saw Alexander get a live stream YouTube strike from Jubilee, freaking Jubilee. So, my question is it a channel copyright strike or was it a copyright content ID ding? Because there's a big difference between the two, right? Like, if you are live on YouTube and they detect that you're using, like, something that's in their content ID system, then it just takes down the live stream for, like, 5 minutes until after it detects that you're no longer playing that content. Whereas a copyright strike, it gets you one step closer to your channel being deleted. Yeah, I've been content ID'd for streaming Jubilee, which is why I no longer do it. Yeah, it sucks. But so I guess going forward, I'm gonna have to be very careful about what content I use from Al Jazeera. I'll probably be sticking to content that they put out on social media, as opposed to any of their YouTube programming. So yeah, that's disappointing since Al Jazeera does some of the best reporting in the biz on Middle Eastern issues. But gotta do what I gotta do to keep things running here. I love Jubilee streams, but I don't want to give them metrics. Yeah. So anyway, that's an update on that, and that would be why the live coverage I did on the Israel's initiation of the ground invasion is no longer accessible. You're only allowed to watch Jubilee on Hassan's stream, clearly? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it was deeply, deeply frustrating. Also because the strike stays on your channel for 90 days. So we got, like, until January of 2024, we have a copyright strike on our channel for absolute bullshit reason. Like if it was like content ID'd and they wanted to like take the revenue from that video, I'd be totally fine with that. But it was copyright struck. Less than 100 views on the video, by the way. It was not doing well, but needless to say, I do also want to respond to some of the responses I got. So Paladin lost for a content ID, you can appeal. For a copyright strike, you have 3 options. One is to do nothing, and wait out the 90-day period and take like a copyright education course through YouTube. Option 2 is to reach out personally to whoever issued the copyright strike against your channel and try and negotiate them into dropping it. And number 3 is you initiate a counterclaim, which starts the process on like legal repercussions, meaning like if I did that and they like basically countered my counter, we would have to go to court. And Al Jazeera is a multi-million-dollar corporation, and I have less than 5 figures in my bank account, okay? Like, I do not have the ability to fight a multinational media company on fair use grounds. Because, again, fair use is one of those things that is difficult to prove in court. I think I could, but it's difficult to prove. Less than 5 figures. I have like, I don't know, $4,000 in my bank account. So let's hope I don't get into any car accidents, because otherwise I'm fucked. Also, I've been saving up. That's what I've been saving up for like 2 years. I'm trying to be able to remodel a room here so I can stream more effectively from this place. Hope your deductible isn't 5K. My deductible is 1K, but also my insurance only covers like 75% of any medical expense. So if I ever got seriously injured, I would still owe the hospital like tens of thousands of dollars. Cool beans. But we like the creepy mannequin. Well, the idea is that I need to be able to work here, and Clarice needs to be able to work here, and we can't work in the same room at the same time because there are sewing machines down here that make a lot of noise, and I can't do that while she does that. And I'm also taking up space in her basement, so like, you know, having a different location to stream from here would be very, very good. The American healthcare plan, don't get sick. Yep. Don't get sick and work till you die, babies. Anyway, we've been going for about an hour now. If you've been enjoying the stream, hit the follow button, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button on the YouTube stream, and consider dropping some subs or donos. Does that mannequin have a package? That mannequin is modeling a prototype for trans-inclusive lingerie, which is what Clarice is working on. Work, my little proletariat slaves. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, I think it is.
What have you?
Oh god. I don't know that I have like the spoons for this. I just wanted to say really quick, really quick, okay? So Patrick Bet-David, Anna Kasparian went on the Patrick Bet-David show not that long ago, like a few days ago. And well, she's laughing along with them and talking about LGBTQ issues. There's like a 30-minute long segment where they talk about queer issues in the US, and she just kind of nods and laughs along as while talking about how the crazy far left extremists have taken things too far. With the Patrick Bet-David crew, and I just wanted to like really hammer home how like odious that was to me, because Patrick Bet-David is just straight up a homophobic bigot, and I can prove it because like a couple months ago he put up a video called LGBTQ Movement Exposed, shocking history behind it. So let's go. I'm just gonna go over one part of this video though. We're gonna go over his section on history and who's behind it. Because again, there's like a 5-minute thing where he talks about polling, and then he goes over Malcolm X for like several minutes for some godforsaken reason. So here we go. History.
So now let's take a look at history. When did this whole thing get
Oh my
started?
God, this
When
video
did
is so
we coin
quiet.
the term homosexual? You know when it was? 1869. It was first coined by Hungarian journalist Karl Maria Kerthbeny. Then in 1897, the first known gay rights organization called the Scientific Humanitarian Committee is founded in Germany. 1924, Magnus Hirschfeld publishes The Transvestites, The Psychology of Sex Expression. This was one of the first scientific studies of transgender people. 1960.
And then nothing happened between 1924 and 1968. Scientific progress continued. Magnus Hirschfeld definitely wasn't targeted by the Nazis. Just skip over that. We're going to 1968. Okay.
1968, congressional proceedings reference gender identity that occurs in a report on public health service under the National Institute of Mental Health summary of sex deviates, which included gender identity disorder as a future direction for research. That's 19.
Now, you know, maybe you're like, oh, Jack, you're being unfair. You know, like, you know, he's summarizing like the history of like LGBTQ stuff. Like, sure, yeah. You know, also we're not going to mention Stonewall. I pre-watched this, by the way, because I wanted to make sure that it proved my point, and it does. So I can tell you guys, we're going places.
1968 under Lyndon Johnson, if you wonder who the president is. 1971, the first legal challenge to a state ban on same-sex marriage was filed in Minnesota. 1973, which by the way is only about 50 years ago if you think about it. Ready? The American Psychiatric Association removes homosexuality from its list of mental disorders. That means
I wonder what Patrick Bet-David thinks of homosexuality as a mental illness.
in 1972 being homosexual was a mental disorder. This ain't 200 years ago, folks. This is just 50 years ago, when we, the health professions, used to think it was a mental disorder to be gay. 1973, it changed. 1974, the first gay pride marches are held in New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. 1986, you ready for this one? Courts rule that there is no constitutional protection for sodomy. In Bowers versus Hardwick, ruling allows sodomy to continue being criminally prosecuted in states where laws prohibit homosexual activity. So why is this 1986? Because the AIDS epidemic was in June of 81, and people were worried about what was taking place. A lot of gay folks were getting AIDS because the whole concept of sodomy is what they're talking about. If you don't know what sodomy is, don't go Google it because some sites may come up. But that's kind of what caused this 1986.
He can't even say anal sex. He's like, I'm not even going to tell you what sodomy is. Which, by the way, sodomy also includes oral sex. So if you're straight and you've ever done oral sex, that's sodomy, bud.
Caused this 1986 ruling. 1987, the Supreme Court of the United States rules that sexual orientation is not a constitutionally protected class. This is 87, okay? How long ago was that? 35 years ago? 36 years ago? 1988. 1993 was the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy prohibiting lesbians, gay, and bisexual people from coming.
Yeah. Any of you ever had, if any of you have ever had a blowjob, you're a sodomite. Just letting you guys know, okay?
Out or telling others about anything related to their sexual activity,
even if you're
related
straight,
to their sexuality is codified on this date. Same year, 1993, the Supreme Court of the United States rules that the Boy Scouts of America cannot discriminate against gays and lesbian scouts. 1994.
It is pretty wild to me that, like, in my lifetime, the Boy Scouts were literally kicking people out for being gay. Like, kicking children out of the Boy Scouts for, like, having a crush on another boy.
Year, the National Education Association, NEA, passes a resolution calling for the inclusion of LGBTQ topics in the curriculum. 1996, another interesting one. Congress passes the Defense of Marriage Act, DOMA, which defines marriage as between one man and one woman for federal purposes, signed by the one and only Bill Clinton. This was obviously a major setback for the same-sex marriage, but it was overturned in 2013. 2003, the Supreme Court of the United States rules that same-sex sexual activity is illegal in all 50 states. 2004, Massachusetts becomes the first state to legalize same-sex marriage. Do you want to know who the governor was? Republican Governor Mitt Romney. 2005, the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network releases its first national school climate survey, which finds that LGBTQ students are disproportionately bullied and harassed in schools, which leads to 2008, California voters approved Proposition 8, which banned same-sex marriage in the state. 2009, Proclamation 8387, President Barack Obama dedicates June as Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, and Transgender Pride Month. 2011, California passes the Fair Education Act, which requires that all public schools in the state teach about the contributions of LGBTQ community to history and culture. 2011, Don't Ask, Don't Tell is repealed. 2013, gender identity disorder updated to gender dysphoria in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders. In 2015, this is a big one, the Supreme Court rules...
Yeah, literally 10 years ago. 10 years ago. It's not that long ago, guys.
Obergefell versus Hodges, that the fundamental right to marry is guaranteed to same-sex couples by the Due Process and Equal Protection Clauses of the 14th Amendment. This decision legalizes same-sex marriage in all 50 states. Okay.
I do like that in this like scripted video that he could have edited. Earlier in the video, he said that same-sex marriage was legalized in 2013, and then later says it's in 2015, which it's 2015. But like he can't even be bothered.
Okay, so in 2016, 2017, Barack Obama tried to make it more inclusive for transgenders to be able to participate and not get judged. Trump comes up and he revokes it, but then here's what happens the following year in 2018. The White House announces that most transgender people are prohibited in the military, okay? Then in 2020, a letter from the Department of Education announces that the inclusion of transgender athletes in sports teams based on their gender identity is a Title IX violation. This motion effectively bans transgender athletes from participating in sports. So look, why are all these parents? I mean, you see in Glendale what's going on with the protesting.
How much money I watch
USC, we're sick and tired of
I watch
Glendale
eggheads
Unified
play
School
Fortnite.
District, and it's happening across the country. But how did all this material go into schools? Why are public school teachers teaching this stuff? It's pissing off parents. How do we get here? You have to know who's behind it all. For example, do you remember how we talked about earlier about...
Now, you might be saying, right before he said this, right? You might be thinking to yourself, you know, maybe this was just a wrong-headed but like good faith attempt to summarize LGBTQ history. Maybe someone could do that, right? Like, but then you get to who's behind it all. And guys, you'll never believe who Patrick Bet-David believes is behind it all.
About the California passing the Fair, Accurate, Inclusive Act in 2011, which requires all public schools in the state to teach about the contributions of the LGBTQ people to history and culture. That's kind of how it happened. It was something that passed. But more importantly, policies that...
Also, just to be clear, he thinks it's a bad thing that kids are taught about LGBTQ history. His position, and we've seen it on numerous of his episodes, is he believes that LGBTQ inclusive education grooms children into being gay and trans.
Make LGBTQ related material mandatory in schools are typically approved by state legislatures. In some cases, these policies are the result of grassroots activism, while in other cases, they are initiated by government officials. Once it's a policy, it is then implemented by school district. And who was the most responsible for the California Fair Education Act? You ready? These organizations: Equality California, Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network, Human Rights Campaign, HRC, National Center for Lesbian Rights, Transgender Law Center. And what do these organizations have in common? You ready? They have the same three donors. And do you want to know who's behind these three donors? I wonder who. Do you want to take a wild guess? You probably will get it right. Let me give it to you. First one is Gilead Sciences. In 2001, they became the first company to develop a once-daily pill for the treatment of HIV and AIDS. That's one of the biggest funders. And by the way, do you know who's been a shareholder of theirs since 1999? Soros Fund Management. And in
Bingo! He's doing the George Soros evil Jew conspiracy. That's right, buds. He's doing the anti-Semitism. But not only is he doing the anti-Semitism, he's also trying to say that George Soros funds pro-LGBTQ causes because he's invested in Gilead Sciences, and is saying that George Soros's contributions to these pro-LGBTQ causes are designed to infect more people with HIV so that Gilead Sciences can profit off of the HIV and AIDS treatments that they have. Like this is like both conspiracy brained, anti-Semitic, and also just like wildly homophobic.
In
Also,
2015,
Brookway, thank you for
Soros Fund
subscribing.
Management was one of the investors in a group that acquired a majority stake in Themis Medicare, a company that provides specialty pharmacy services to patients with HIV and AIDS. And Gilead Sciences.
By the way, I like that, like, Soros Fund Management, which of course George Soros personally oversees every single day of his life and personally directs in every investment that they do. And he's personally handling all of it. Yeah, also apparent in Patrick Bet-David's world, straight people don't get HIV or AIDS. Okay? This is just like the Nazis calling Magnus Hirschfeld the dangerous Jew transing Germans. No, GamerG, the parallel is perfect here between like the Nazi rhetoric from like the 30s and their targeting of Magnus Hirschfeld. He's literally blaming George Soros for encouraging children to trans and gay themselves.
Is a major customer of Themis Medicare. The second foundation is called the Arcus Foundation, and George Soros is a trustee of the Arcus Foundation and has donated millions of dollars to this foundation. And the third one, ready? The Gill Foundation, which, who do you think is a trustee? George Soros is a trustee and has donated millions of dollars to the foundation's work. A little weird. Why is this guy behind it? Why are you so concerned about kids and wanting to teach this to them? Like, how does it matter to you, George Soros? Why do you care so much? It's a valid question for parents.
Yeah, you know, it's a valid question for parents to ask and find an answer to. Don't draw the conclusion that I'm trying to lead you towards here in this video, which is that George Soros is targeting your children to make them gay and trans in order to profit off of the diseases that they will encounter via his corporations and investments. Don't look definitely look into that, but don't attribute any malice to me. I'm just asking questions.
To ask why he's funding this. By the way, as of June 2023, there are 6 states that make it mandatory to teach LGBTQ-related material in schools. Ready? California, Colorado, Illinois, Nevada, Jersey, and Oregon. So look, I don't know where you stand or where you're going.
Now, I just have to say, it's like this is the type of absolutely manipulative garbage that Patrick Bet-David puts in his videos while like trying to portray himself as like, you know, impartial. Oh, I'm just a straight shooter, okay? He's like, as of June 2023, there are 6 states that make it mandatory to teach LGBTQ related materials in schools. Under the header, the Gill Foundation. You know, like, the implication here to his audience being that the Gill Foundation, like, made it mandatory to teach LGBTQ stuff in schools, and that George Soros personally made sure that that happened, and also personally profits off of all of those kids that are presumably being groomed by this LGBTQ inclusive material, and who then grow up to be gay, and in Patrick Bet-David's view and world, proliferate all kinds of queer diseases that need to be treated by George Soros's cure. That is the insane, like, yarn conspiracy map that Patrick Bet-David is creating for you guys to follow.
That make it mandatory to teach LGBTQ related material in schools. Ready? California, Colorado, Illinois, Nevada, Jersey, and Oregon. So look, I don't know where you stand or what you're going to be saying, but either way, you're probably like, what the hell is about this? Kind of uncomfortable to talk about this stuff. You're either watching and saying, I can't stand you doing this. This is why I hate valuetainment and PVDN. No problem. Or you're saying this, wow, I never knew about this stuff. I'm kind of interested in what else he has to say. I want to kind of look at some religions. If you were to look.
By the way, if you were wondering if he was going to say if anyone else was maybe behind like the increasing acceptance of LGBTQ rights, nope. Nope. Literally, that section of the video is done. That section of the video is done, actually. His only point in this video is that George Soros is behind the transing and gaying of America. And I need to remind you guys that blaming a prominent Jewish figure or a group of prominent Jewish figures is like a time-honored fascist tradition. You know, the Nazis did it, the Italians did it, the Russians did it. There were a whole lot of different formulations of this. But the thing is, he's just, he has some plausible deniability because Patrick Bet-David, Jewish, but also, and so he's like blaming, the bad Jew, which is another formulation of this. People like Ben Shapiro, put forward this idea of like the good Jews and the bad Jews. And the bad Jews are like the non-religious Jewish people, And that's essentially what a lot of people do to like kind of like skirt the accusation of anti-Semitism. And it's literally just half a step removed from saying George Soros is in charge of the immiseration of all conservative peoples. Is only half a step away from saying that a cabal of powerful globalist Jews is controlling everything for their own personal benefit, and like the eradication of the West or some nonsense, which is what Nazis say all the time. Like we're just like like half a step removed from that. You go from saying, oh, it's one Jew to it's a whole bunch of Jews. And then if someone's like, that's pretty anti-Semitic, well, they just respond, oh, no, I'm not anti-Semitic. I don't hate all Jews. I just hate the fake Jews. The Jews in name only, indeed. So just to be clear, that is who Anna Kasparian was sharing a stage with and laughing along with no, I mean, a minuscule amount of pushback. Yeah, we spent 2 hours going over that video, and like the amount of time she was doing pushback was very, very slim. So it's just deeply disappointing. Also, we'll go through this religious section just for funsies here.
Look at which one is the most tolerant to same-sex marriage and which one is the least. If we have to say Muslim, that's the least tolerant. But the most tolerant is Catholics. And this is according to Pew Research. It's followed by Jews, then mainline Protestant, then historically black Protestant, then Mormons at 27%, and the least tolerant is the evangelical Protestant. And by the way, why don't we look at U.S. World News on what countries are the most?
So his stipulation here is that Catholics are the most accepting of LGBTQ people, Muslims are the least accepting, and that evangelicals are also fairly accepting as well. Okay.
Tolerant to same-sex marriage.
I have no reason to dispute that necessarily. I'd have to look at more polling data for sure, but okay, let's go along with this.
Here's what you will find according to U.S. News. If we look at these 24 different countries, you see at the top where it says totally opposed, somewhat favor, strongly favor, or total favor score all the way to the right. Here's what you'll find. Canada, 79. U.S., 63. But look at this. The country with the highest favorability score is Sweden with 92. Then it's Netherlands, then Spain, France, then Germany. You can look at the rest. The lowest, believe it or not, is Hungary in that list with 31. But if you go to other countries such as Indonesia, which is the largest Muslim country in the world, it's got the lowest score with 5 outside of Nigeria, and even Kenya's at 9. And
now, I do have to say here, he's trying to say Indonesia is a majority Muslim country, and look at how much they hate LGBTQ people there. They oppose same-sex marriage. 88% strongly opposed. he mentions Kenya and Nigeria here. Let's just look up Kenya religion. Oh, weird. Approximately 70% of Kenyans are Christian. That's interesting. What about Nigeria? Interesting. It's literally like 50-50 Muslim and Christian. Well, I guess he just Googled the religious makeup of Indonesia and wanted to use that to make his point instead of, looking at the other two highest numbers on this list and determining, like, literally Nigeria's 50-50 and Kenya is 70% Christian. So, I don't know, kind of causes his argument to break down a bit. Maybe there's like another factor here that's radicalizing like Indonesia, Kenya, and Nigeria. Like maybe Indonesia's been under the thumb of like an authoritarian far-right regime for like many years now, and in the aftermath of like a devastating genocide against left-wing elements of their country. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Just spitballing. Maybe a little bit of curiosity would have carried him a bit farther, but
Israel is at 36. It tells you most Christian nations are tolerant and those that are Muslim nations are not tolerant for same-sex marriage. As if I haven't pissed you off enough with this data.
Like, again, the point he's trying to make is that Christians are overwhelmingly more tolerant of gays than Muslims are. Also, just out of curiosity, where was this data from?
Strongly opposed.
Views towards same-sex marriage across 24 countries. Let's see where this is from. Views on same-sex marriage across 24 countries. Okay, no, this is from 2023. Yeah. Nope. This is recent. It's from June of this year. I'll accept it.
Somewhat opposed, somewhat favor, strongly favor, or total favor, believe it or not. It's Hungary, which is outside of Nigeria. Christian nations are tolerant, and those that are Muslim nations are not tolerant for same-sex marriage. As if I haven't pissed you off enough with this data that we're sharing with you, I'm gonna share with you from Pew Research, and here's what it says. Unlike other Democrats, a majority of
why my question is, why would polling data piss anybody off? I think his default assumption is that like leftists will watch his video and be very angry that he's saying like Muslim countries can sometimes be unaccepting of like queer people. But also Christian countries can be too. So like that's not really a bar or a distinction that is super applicable.
Black Democrats say gender is determined by sex at birth. So these are Black Democrats. These are folks who were really needing civil rights at one point just 60 years ago. Now they're kind of...
yeah, these are folks who were needing civil rights, but are now
saying civil rights is different than gay rights. If you look at this, here's what it says. So unlike other Democrats, a majority of Black Democrats say gender is determined by sex at birth. If you look at this here, the yellow to the left is determined sex assigned at birth. The blue on the right is can be different from sex assigned at birth. If you look at the Republican leaning, you'll see 86 say no, your sex is determined at birth. 13 say you can change. But look at the white. 72% say it can be different from sex assigned at birth, but look at blacks. Only 33. That's a 40-point discrepancy, and blacks are 66% saying it's determined by sex at birth. You know what it says? Blacks are closer to Republicans than white liberals. They have a...
I wonder why this discrepancy might exist. Could it be the history of redlining and also the chronic underfunding of inner city education? You know, the systematic defunding of predominantly black areas of our country? Could it be the result of actual systemic racism? That's crazy. Because again, you have to have like a certain level of like education in order to be able to be like, oh, sex and gender, those are two different things. But like, you also have to be in a place that has like a curriculum to teach that. If you're not, like, then it's not really that surprising that you find people who are like, sex and gender are the same thing. What are you talking about? You know. Also, most people don't think about sex and gender. They just don't. They're just living their lives, trying to make sure that like they're able to put food on the table and a roof over their head.
40-point difference. Hispanics are at 44 and Asians are at 38, but blacks are the least tolerant on this topic according to Pew Research. Here's another one, man. Black Democrats are going to piss off a lot of the white Democrats when you see this, and this is purely their data. I didn't do this here. You can get upset at Pew Research and write a negative review about them because these guys are pissing off some of the wrong.
Yeah, you know, there's a not insignificant number of like black voters who would vote Republican if Republicans could stop being like racist for a nanosecond. You know, that is just facts. Okay? But you know, the African American community has learned time and time again that conservatives shaft them over and over and over legislatively and are specifically planning to strip them of voting rights. Like they know that. They have literally like a century and a half of experience learning that as a community. Not only that, but also like, you know, religious belief is deeply ingrained into you know, the African American community, and like that also has an effect on whether or not you believe like trans people are valid or not, you know?
People, watch this one. Democratic K through 12 parents differ by race, ethnicity over what kids should learn in school about gender identity. Look at this here, percentage-wise. I mainly want to look at the left one here, which is the green one, where it says someone can be a boy or a girl, even if it's different from sex at birth. Republicans say no. 9% agree with this. White said 64% yes, you can be different than what you were born with, but blacks said 30%. Do you realize blacks are only 21% away from Republicans and 34 away?
What he's trying to say is that so Patrick Bet-David is a Republican. You know, he's a conservative. He's deeply, deeply conservative. He's trying to say that black people, by and large, have not succumbed to the propaganda that afflicts white liberals. That's what he's trying to say.
From white Democrats. How weird is that? My experience from being in the military with my black friends, or selling memberships at Bally's, or working in the financial industry for the last 20 years with our African American community, the grandmothers and the mothers are typically very conservative. So this makes sense to me. And by the way, I just want you to watch this one video by this guy. You may know this guy's name is Malcolm X. He gave this speech many.
All right, I don't care about Malcolm X. Anyway, Patrick Bet-David is slime. He's you know, obviously homophobic, obviously transphobic, and again, the fact that like Anna Kasparian went on his show, nodded along, laughed, and did, you know, agreed with him on the extremism of LGBTQ people demanding rights and demanding, you know, policies be changed so that we don't just die due to systemic inequalities. You know, I find that pretty disgusting. And profoundly disappointing. So anyway, congrats. We turned a 22-minute long video into a 10-minute video by skipping the beginning and the ending. also, chat, hi. How you doing? We've been going for an hour and a half so far. If you've been enjoying the content, please consider dropping some subs or donos. Consider hitting the follow button. Consider hitting the subscribe button and the follow button on, or the like button on YouTube. And hey, consider dropping some subs or donos. Aw, Salmon Moose, I'm sorry that you're sore, but hopefully your move is done and you can rest now. I'd like to say to non-black people who keep using us to weaponize whatever point they're trying to make, stop it. Yeah, no kidding. Move is not done. Oh, I'm sorry. Something I've heard from my older black friends that is that generational trauma left over from slavery and dehumanization lead to social conservatism in the black community, i.e. apparently it's a huge stigma for black kids to get therapy. I wish I could explain it as well as he did. No, I mean, like, that makes sense, right? Like, for a number of different reasons. You know, we're still dealing with the fallout from, you know, turning people into property for hundreds of years. Okay, I need to use the bathroom again. I will be back in a few minutes. And when I get back, we are going to play the video game Faith. So I think you all will enjoy a little spoopiness in your evening. Ooh. Hello! How we all doing? Sorry that took me forever and a day. Spooky time. Doing good? Hell yeah. Alright. Enough of this politics nonsense. Time for us to learn how to be faithful to God. Faith Game Program 6.4 666K RAM 1987-0921 bytes free. I saw a star fall. I couldn't read all of that. My bad. God is dead, and we will kill him again.
September 21st, 1987.
Wow, the narration is scary as shit.
It's been 1 year since I first went inside that house. I have to finish what I
This is a
started.
game that is also digital horror. Hey, Penny.
What I am about to do has not been approved by the Vatican.
Instruction, options, extras, and exit. What's in the extras? Survival mode. Conjuration mode. Replay intro and credits. Yeah, no, this feels very much analog horror. What are in the options? Oh, I can play with the controller. Demons are enabled. Cool. What year was this released? Like 2 years ago?
Spooky Rasengan.
There we go. Is the volume okay? Is the volume okay, chat? Also, Tracy, Kyrie, thank you for the 3 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you for helping me to continue living. I appreciate it so much. Single-handedly doubling the amount of support I've received tonight. Thank you so much, Kyrie. It's a little loud? Okay. Go down to 25. Little loud compared to my voice. How is it now? Is this still good? Like compared to my voice? Okay, cool. I have no idea what to expect from this, except I've heard it's very good and I've seen some of the animation from it, and it's freaky as hell. I guess we should start with chapter 1. New game. Conferma. Oh yeah, it came out like 2 years ago, but I think it only finished coming out this year. Have you forgotten already? This forest has a mind of its own. If you get lost, you could always try remembering where you've been. Pressing the escape key or start button is a good place to start. Okay, if I touch the A button, I hold up a cross. That appears to be my only way of interacting with the world. Can I walk any other direction? What if I just continue walking? Oh god!
Mortis.
10 out of 10 game. I was not prepared for that, dude. Oh god. Yeah, we got that was a speed run, I tell you. All right. This time I wonder how far I can walk while just not being on the road. Yeah, I just won't be on the road. That was so fucking funny. Oh shit, I came back around to my car. Demons. Demons! Go down? No. Okay, so it wants me to go into the woods. Do you have to cross the road? Boop. No, I have to follow this trail. The fuck is this? Get the fuck away from that deer, monster! I'ma kill you with faith. Hiya! Ooh, a well. The power of Christ compels you. Be gone. Hiya! You're invited. Come celebrate Nate and Jason's 6th birthday. Saturday, May 3rd, 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Directions: turn right at 1338 Snake Meadow Hill Road and go straight past the well. Time to go straight past the well. Hello. I come armed with the power of God. Is that a monster from an analog horror? I mean, I don't know. Maybe one I haven't seen. Alright, time to go into the spooky house. Oh. Okay, can I pour around up here? Creepy house. And I have the power of Christ. Hiya. Hello, dear. Begone, demon. I protect the deer of this land. Key under rock? I don't know that I have no way of... This looks promising, though. Be gone, ghost. Public lecture by Carl James Osborne. Connecticut's historical connections to witchcraft, Satanism, and the beast system. Wednesday, 8 p.m. I'm exercising ghosts? Yeah. Martin's house lies about 100 yards off of Snake Meadow Hill Road. There's almost no driveway. Trees just shut out in the middle of a gravel path that is mostly covered in grass. It was difficult to find the house, especially since it was already dark when we arrived. Father Allred seemed to know where he was going. He simply drove straight ahead until we arrived at the house. In the headlights, I saw an old shed off to the right of the house. Father Allred explained that he would rather perform the exorcism away from the house, but the Martins had insisted that Amy remain inside. He complained that having the family present makes it difficult to proceed with elements of the rite that may seem harsh to the lay person. A key. Be gone, demon. Yeah. Be gone. Trying to tell me to suffer? I don't suffer fools. Bam. Trying to say go to the left? Oh, hello. The power of Christ compels you. Cha-cha-cha. Bob, the kids and I miss you. Wait, sorry. Bob, kids and I miss you more every day. The twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real school. I think she's getting cabin fever. The twins are having no problems occupying their time. Yesterday they came in with their hands covered in blood. I guess they found a dead deer and thought it would be a good idea to touch it. I think we might have a coyote problem because when I went out with them to look at the dead deer, it was a pretty gruesome sight. All this just a day after the twins' birthday party. Can't wait till you come home. Hiya! What's up, dear? No! Run! Okay. Get fucked. Hey, LB. It goobled my gobbles. Okay. That was pretty freaky. Hello, dear. I don't like what I just saw in there. Be gone, ghost. Enter the house once again. Mr. and Mrs. Martin greeted us at the front porch. Mr. Martin led us downstairs to the basement, explaining that Amy was down there in the restraints. I felt for him. There was guilt and shame in his voice. Amy was in the very back of the attic in a chair, perfectly calm, staring at us. Hard to describe the look on her face. It was not the kind of look a child gives you. Gonna exorcise the ghosts in this room. Hiya! Be gone, ghost. Hey, Drago. I'm gonna explore this bottom level. Oh, what the fuck is behind me? Okay, not gonna deal with that, I guess. BCCTV just popped the second edible. Excellent. Well done. Also, they hold it up for a long period of time. Nope, not doing anything. All right, new room. That's like an 8-person bed. No, you're not allowed. Can I exercise the plant? Hiya! Be gone, child's drawing.
Don't forget the candy for the kids tomorrow night.
Tracy, Kyrie, thank you very much for gifting a sub to Depor. Oh, that's... You know, this should have been one of the red flags. This should have been one of their red flags. Also, if anyone else would like to donate to stream, I certainly would. Thank you all for being wonderful. Oh my fuck, I gotta get candy. Oh, they're gonna pay. You're gonna have to pay the candy tax. Okay, should I go upstairs or downstairs? Did they say she was in the attic or in the basement? She said she was in the attic. I'm gonna look in the basement. They give you a moldy shirt to feed the kids. It is unnervingly quiet. Not gonna Google my gobbles. It's water. Be gone, washing machine demons. Be gone, thing. Dear Amy, thanks for writing. It really brightened my day hearing from you. In your letter, you ask, what's the weirdest thing I've seen as a missionary? The area we're working in has a lot of folks who practice Kimbamba. It's what you might call a pagan religion. It's kind of a mix of Catholic and African religion. One of the saints they worship is San Le Muerte, or Saint Death. Yesterday we talked to a boy, about 15. When we asked him if he had ever prayed, he said, no, but I have prayed to San La Muerte. He told us about a time when he stayed over at his cousin's house, and according to him, they prayed to some figures of San La Muerte, and the figures made things in the house move around. He got real quiet and scared looking after that. We told him he could pray to God, and that God wouldn't make him feel scared like that. We invited him to church, but he hasn't come yet. I need to wrap this letter up and get back to work. See you in 4 months. Leighton. Leighton is a girl's name. There we go. Nailed it. Voice and character aligned. Fuck this. I hate this a lot. Be gone. Be cleansed, mannequins. Okay. It's the mannequins are fine. It's the sewing machine is also fine. That's shocking. Well, this is cursed as hell. Just, nope, 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 nope. You're not gonna Google my gobbles. You're not gonna do it. Oh god, I triggered it again. Fuck. Okay. Okay, we got the note. Amy's parents could not endure witnessing the proceedings of the rite for long. Mrs. Martin was hysterical, and the thing that was inside Amy was feeding off the fear. Father Allred asked me to take the Martins upstairs. I was physically worn out, but managed to get them back up the stairs into the kitchen. Amy was screaming, "Mother! Mother!" the whole time. Finally, I got them to sit down with me at the table. After a few minutes, we couldn't hear much of anything down in the basement, so I went down to check on things. I found Father Allred lying on his back, unconscious, with his arms spread out wide. Amy was not in the chair. Okay, I think I actually have to trigger this. Begone, demon! Oh, that didn't work. Oh, it's goobling my gobbles.
She is here.
Oh. Okay. I guess that had to happen? Question mark? I guess I was the only one who thought to check in the attic. When I got up there, it was freezing cold. I found Amy standing in the back, looking straight at me like when I was first met her downstairs. We spoke briefly, although it was frustrating to talk to her, or it. I experienced a bit of deception from the demon. During our conversation, she uttered my mother's first name, and in other instances she spoke perfect Latin. I called for help from the others, but nobody came. So I raised my crucifix and began the rite again. Begone, the ghost! Bob must be stationed somewhere in the Middle East, because he sent over this weird-looking doll for Amy's birthday. I'll ask Anisha about it next time we have book club. It looks like she could be from over there. Amy didn't seem excited to see the doll. I think she would rather have a phone instead, or maybe seeing a baby doll makes her feel self-conscious about working at the clinic. Aw, fuck toys. Nope. 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 Fuck you. Okay, it's timed. Doesn't matter what I do in there. Begone! Begone, demon! Oh.
Mortis.
Okay, that did not work. Oh, I don't want to see this Google Gobble again.
She is here.
Fuck off, ghost! Ah, I fooled you, fiend. Oh god!
Mortis.
What am I supposed to do? You have a key, I guess. Okay, so there's that weird toy. Is there any way for me to skip this? No?
She is here.
Fuck.
Mortis.
How? What? Okay. So it's not a matter of exercising those toys.
She is here.
I don't know that I have anything else here. So, raise the crucifix and began the rite. And am I safe if I stay in here? Or is the goal that I need to get outside? Let's see if that is the goal. Oh, I see, I see. Okay, so she starts in the middle of the room down here. That's... It just blends in with the rug. She's googling the gobbles.
She is here.
Yeah, I can't interact with that door. I tried already. No, fuck. Okay, I can't run faster than it.
Mortis.
But I think I have a plan. I have to come around the other side.
She is here.
Also, chat, we've been going for over 2 hours now. If you're feeling generous, consider dropping some subs or donos for your streamer today. That's me. Boom! I escaped, and I ran all the way back to my car. Get out of here. We all need to leave. Be gone, deity, godhead figure. Get out of here, dear. Any white name lurkers to convert? Can love bloom on a white name? Ah, fuck! I put up my cross. I was just facing the wrong way. Oh, we gotta do this again. Maybe I have to go down to the basement. Maybe that's the issue. Yeah, I think I had to go back down to the basement to like get something, but I don't know what. I've never been aroused by a white name before. Snarf. Snarf. No, not like this. No. Okay. All right. Oh god, it went through the wall. Okay. I guess I'm just supposed to leave. Sophie, thank you for the $5 dono.
For the spookies
No,
laughing
no,
face.
fuck. Okay. Maybe I can get out through. Nope. Comes out of the TV. Oh god. Okay, I was trying to see if it would reflect. I think it did. This is why I read a. This is why I left the left and read a strategy guide.
She is here.
I mean, that's cool. I'm getting to know her. I don't think there's gonna be a second date. Sophie, thank you for stepping up and making a dono. I appreciate it so much, especially as the end of the month is coming. Jack, why I left the left coming soon. Yeah, specifically because of this. Paladin!
It's our town, everybody scream, in this town of BWA. Thesis BWA. This is BWA. BWA. BWA.
Paladin, thank you very, very much for that incredibly generous $35 dono. I appreciate it immensely. Thank you so goddamn much. Yeah, Paladin Lost's BWA energy is on another level, okay? So I'm safe in here. Maybe? I wish there was another way to interact with the world, because maybe I could, like, pick up that doll and, like, bring it with me and I'd be safe from the ghost. But I guess I just have to get out. I guess there's no puzzle here. I just have to get out of the house. Because there wasn't anything in the basement. BWA. BWA. What about that door? I tried walking through it, but I couldn't. Do-do-do-do. So I think that little girl disappeared, and now I'm. Oh, fuck! Oh shit. Okay, that's fucking hell. I have to be facing them. Shit. This game is very frustrating at this point. I do like the Gooble Gobbles.
She is here.
Yeah, okay. heated gamer moment. Yeah, my heated gamer moments are using Krako with the soft A, and also saying fuck. My controller is vibrating so hard. Oh. What? I went up and down and I wound up in a different place entirely. I'm gonna follow this road until I get my car. Maybe I just have to leave. You love vibrating controllers? Maybe you can hear this faint rumble. Try crossing the street? No, I don't trust it. Y'all just want to see me get hit by a semi again. Can I just leave and go home? That would be another funny ending for this game. Fast enough, the truck won't hit. The controller is trans? It is! Thank you for noticing, Zophie. Alt fact, I hate that I know what you're referencing. Am I never gonna see my car again? Can I go down? No. Fuck! Fuck you! Get out of here. Be gone, evil tree. Today I noticed Amy's favorite tree looks like it's dying. All the needles are falling off and the bark is peeling. I guess I'm more upset about it than Amy is. She's totally absorbed in her volunteer work at the clinic. I guess it's good that she found something she's passionate about, but I have gotten ugly looks from some of the women at the book club. Kathy and her religious friends won't even talk to me anymore. I'm protecting that. I'm trying to protect all the deer in my game. Can I just, like, this is actually pretty cool. Just exploring at a rapid pace. Is there anything interesting here that I should be aware of? Get out of here. You have nothing. This feels like an important spot. Oh, that's terrifying. Begone, nerd. Begone, ghost. Bob, the kids and I miss you more every day. Twins and Amy have started their next school year here at home. Amy keeps asking when she's going to be allowed to go to real... Oh wait, we've gotten this one before. Go faith yourself. Just going up. Begone, wetness. A spell I cast regularly on my audience. I caught some people walking through the woods around the house last week. Not kids, just regular adults. They told me they got lost while hiking. Pointed them back towards the road. The whole thing just didn't feel right. I should go dig up Bob's rifle out of the storage. Not falling for the bait? Why not? Hey, Metal Kitty Mom. That thing saying dog? It's creepy. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to remove Michael Davies from your pair, returning to home immediately. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home. Discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome. Cardinal Gifford. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just supposed to wander the woods. Some sort of vagrant exorcist. Traveling the lands, freeing souls, and damning them. No, don't damn my soul. No. No. I was just learning about exorcism. Yo, that's crazy, dog. We're playing a spooky game about exorcism. Use some of that evangelical fire. Yeah, we just came around in a circle. I go up over here. I don't know exactly what I'm supposed to do here. Maybe I have to get to this mirror. Got ya. Oh, shit. Oh. Wait, I think I get this. Okay. It's like a boss fight. I've been overcomplicating it, chat. I'm sorry. I've just been a huge dumpy. Hell, I don't even know if this is a boss. This is just the second enemy I've encountered. Yeah, get fucked. Gotcha! Gotcha, bitch! Do I have to do this in every room? Get fucked! Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna exercise your ass. In a very attractive way. Hiya! Hiya! Be gone, dork. Oh, now I can exercise stuff in the house. I don't feel safe in my own home anymore. I hear voices outside around the house at night. I don't let the twins go out in the woods to play because I'm afraid of what's out there. The house itself feels stressed, distorted, slanted somehow. Like I'm walking through a carnival funhouse. Amy's condition has only gotten worse. I can't stand to be around her, and I don't know why. She just doesn't seem like herself anymore. I want to take her to the doctor, but I can't leave the boys here. I find that the phone stops working throughout the day. Now I can't seem to find my car keys. Thank God Bob came home tomorrow. Thank God Bob comes home tomorrow. Oh, wait, okay. Yeah, get ye gone, asshole. Fuck. Close.
I heard a door open upstairs.
Oh, good. Time to go and do the shit. I wasn't ever even in the attic. This seems bad. Molly, the church might contact you in a few days to tell you their version of what happened to me. I want you to hear it from me first. A year ago, I was involved in the exorcism of Amy Martin. They said in the papers about what happened isn't true. she, my superior, father, when I confronted her, she managed to cut the power to the house, and her own parents, with their own... I have to go back to that house. The nightmares I'm having are real. She's still there, waiting for me. Still help her. If I don't come back, know that I love you, and I'm sorry. John. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Nah. Get out of that girl, bitch. I will not respond to the ghosts. Oh, I should have responded to the ghosts.
Mortis.
Okay.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
Okay. Hiya! Okay, this time I'll respond to ghosts. Oh. Okay.
Mortis.
I can't handle the ghosts.
My God, what happened to you? Do you think my face is pretty? I have to finish what I started. She's my priest.
I think I just have to like lead them around the room because I do move faster than them. Okay, so I kind of have like an AoE. I don't have to be right next to them. That's pretty cool. Get gunked. Hiya! 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 Oh, fuck. Okay. I think I got this though. Ah, shit. I wonder if I have to move out of the way or if I have to, like, pray in her direction. Ugh. Get gunked! Whew. Alright, I think I got this. Get gunked. Not today. I've got your number, ghost. Ghost face killer. God, I'm such a slow piece of shit. Yeah, that's right. Get gotted. The fuck? Okay, well this is okay, this next level. Okay, I was not ready for this. Fucking hand coming out of her ass. Oh, okay, so if I get hit by her going around. Okay. Oh shit, I was doing so well. Huh. Please die. I hate you. Please die. Begone, ghost. I cast Abraca. Fuck you. And that's that. Time for everything to be fine now. Mm-hmm. Insane gaming skill. That's what I come to. Riverboat Jack for. Kill her. Well, don't mind if I do.
With one bullet.
Look, it happens to everybody, okay? Sometimes you're a little bit early. It happens to everybody, Chan. Don't worry about it. Oh, did you just use it? Yeah, I did. Oh my god, that was really funny. This game had. Oh wait, okay, I could get it again.
With one bullet.
Okay. Kill her. All right, dealsies. Hey, bitch. That's right. That's how you do an exorcism. Now I could just stroll away. Everything went perfectly. All along I thought I needed the power of God, but instead, I could make do with the power of guns. Do. Feeling pretty good about myself. Just did a murder, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do. Just did a murder, yeah, 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 yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Did a murder and I'm gonna sashay away. Gonna pump my arms a little bit. You know, Altfact was being cheeky when they said get a victory royale, and yet here I am, the last one standing. You can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a wanted man, no time to talk. 'Cause I just did an exorcism, except instead of a Bible, I used a gun. Yeah, 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 staying alive. Hello, dear. Okay. Scaring me for a second there, dear. You know where she's going? She follows the pentagram. God damn it, Jack, you're awesome. I don't know about that one. Tell me the way I use my walk, I'm a warrior. Time to talk. Can't get in my car, god damn it. God just stole my car keys. Tell by the way I use my walk, I'm an irritated man, no time to talk. Women hate me, women don't care about me, 'cause I'm a priest and I took my oath. Da da da, da da da, just gonna sashay away. Da da da, da da da. I don't know. Hey, VegCom. Yes, everyone should go like the YouTube channel. You have to show me support in these trying times with the copyright strike. Also consider dropping some subs and donos. Okay, so I can't go back in and get the gun again. So clearly I did the thing. I did the murder. Why isn't God proud of me yet? I know you weren't being more cheeky than usual. It wasn't an insult. She gone, though. Where you at, bitch? You have to wander off the path? Yeah, by the way, I use my walk, I'm a horse man. Women love me, women need me. Procreate, otherwise we'd all die as a species. Okay, it's alright. Want to feel the other side. I just blew up Tomato Town? Are you playing a heavily modded version of Fallout 3? Do, 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 do. Jack is our background music? True. This is just what the guy is singing, okay? It's a character decision. Hey, Stadman. Hello, Kevin Blaze. How you doing, Posadas John? I really wish I had any idea what I was doing at this point. I feel like I did the exorcism, right? I did the exorcism, I did a murder, and the game is now punishing me by letting me sit in this uncomfortable reality. A reality in which I've chosen to murder a possessed child. Gotta go into the car. I went to the car, it wouldn't let me get in the car. Except I was trying to get in the passenger side of the car. If that's the reason it wouldn't allow me to continue, well played, video game. Well played indeed. Did we just crack the case? Ending 1 of 5. Murderer. I guess okay. I worked really hard for that one. Yeah. So you were wandering around for nothing? Yep. I could have just gone straight to the car, which I tried to do initially, and then it wouldn't let me get in the passenger side of the car. So, yeah. Yeah, the game. We went to try and exorcise a demon, and instead we just murdered a child. Indeed. Game over %, any run. You got the best ending, though? Did I? Did I really? I guess I did indeed win a victory royale at the end there. Oh, God. Wee wee wee. So the blue suit. Oh, wait. Police arrest man accused of murdering missing girl. A New York man is in custody after he confessed to the murder of a Sterling girl who'd been missing. John Ward of Palmyra was pulled over on Snake Meadow Hill Road last night after a state trooper reported hearing a gunshot. The officer thought it might be poachers. The officer said Ward was acting nervous and suspicious after being pulled over. When questioned, Ward reportedly said, "I've killed her." According to the police report, the officer called for backup after Ward became increasingly upset, saying repeatedly that there was a demon inside her. Ward was taken to Sterling Police Headquarters for further questioning. Ward then confessed to the authorities that he had killed Amy. He had shot and killed Amy Martin, a 17-year-old girl who had been missing for 9 days after escaping from a mental institution. After a brief search, police located Amy's body in the woods near the now-abandoned Martin home. In addition to receiving a gunshot wound to the stomach, Amy showed injuries suggesting that she had been thrown out of the second-story window of the house. An officer who helped recover the body told reporters that Amy's face had been mutilated in a very brutal manner. Ward was found dressed as a priest when he was pulled over. It was suspected that he impersonated a priest to gain his victim's trust after Catholic authorities in Rome confirmed that Ward was not an ordained minister. The rest of the article is missing. New background unlocked. New play mode unlocked. Yay! Wait, you aren't a real priest? I guess not? I do like that we can have anime, the power of God and anime on our side. That's a nice option you should never use. Oh, instruction. I walk before the Lord in the land of the living. Psalms 1169. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. James 4:7. for Gondor and anime. Yo, is this a gay stream? It's the gayest stream, Cthulhu. Get in here and No, I can't say what I was gonna say. I'm sorry. Get in here, though. Faith, Chapter 2. Sup, I'm a priest and I'm here to say I'm the realest priest in the USA. Father Garcia, you are hereby instructed to release Michael Davies from your custody and return him to his home immediately. Mr. and Mrs. Davies have already been contacted by our office. A representative of the church is currently en route to their home to discuss compensation in return for their discretion. You will meet our representative there and accompany him back to Rome. Cardinal Gifford. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. I want my Bible, though. All 5 endings are worth seeing from reviews. Then we'll play through the entire game again. Relatively easy play experience once you know what you're doing. Hi, Ryu.
Giggity Jack.
Hi, Ryu. Thank you for gifting Cthulhu a sub. And Penny, thank you for also gifting Cthulhu a sub. One
Penny
day.
gave asterisk Cthulhu 96 asterisk a asterisk tier 1 asterisk subscription.
One day more. Also, thank you very much for supporting stream. It means the world to me that you guys come through every month, and I really fucking appreciate it. Thank you. You guys are helping me get a little bit bigger and grow my operation. 2 weeks. Jesus Christ. That totally derailed my train of thought. I'm just gonna say thank you for helping me do what I do, and you know, the goal is to reach a size where I can, you know, maybe hire a channel manager and, you know, have more time to spend making content and like researching content for you guys. Because right now I've been burning at both ends, doing like the editing and the 3 months. Oh Jesus. Doing the editing and like the thumbnail creation and all that. It takes up a lot of time when, you know, I'm putting out 2 to 3 videos a day. Jack the Capitalist? Yeah. Hire me. I mean, oh shit.
How are we doing today, Michael? I like the cotton. You can't go home until you get better, Michael. Can I see Mommy and Daddy? I need to make you better first. When she let you get on me, I'll kill you. If you find them to be people, you'll love me forever.
Oh. I don't like this. Oh shit, it's goobling. It's goobling and gobbling. It got away. Oh, Jesus.
Dios mío, what have you done? I have somebody as a pig! You can't hide from God, evil. You shall breathe the wrath of the Almighty.
It's 2 a.m. I'm in the woods, doing the ritual. Have you forgotten already the notes people leave behind to exist on the edges of memory? Pressing the escape key or the start button is a good way to remember what you don't realize you've forgotten. Posadas John, thank you for subscribing over on Twitch. Y'all putting food on my table. Thank you very, very much. Oh, they're running away from the thing. Oh, God. That poor deer. Notice. The current investigation being conducted at Gallup Cemetery by the State of Connecticut Historical Society has been postponed until further notice. In the interim, we ask the public to avoid the cemetery grounds, the surrounding woods, any wildlife, and unidentified persons roaming the area. Thank you for your patience. Oh yeah, I'm going in. You can't scare me. Dearest disciple, verily not everyone who says Lucifer, Lucifer shall inherit his kingdom. You must first conjure his demon. You must then serve his demon. You must then walk among the children of men as his demon. Thus shall you receive the blessing of the unspeakable. Return to the Save family tomb whenever you are in need of rest. Gary. Goddamn Gary. Enter the spirit house. Sup? 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 I'm not sure exactly what just happened. Looks like maybe I need to get 4 keys. Oh, it opened up all of the pathways. I understand now. This is terrifying. What the fuck is happening? Yeah. There we go. Terrifying. Losing Grandpa was the hardest thing I ever experienced. We were really close. I cried about it for weeks. My stepmom introduced me to some of her friends. They asked me, "Would you like to see your grandfather again?" I missed him so much, I was willing to try anything. That night, my stepmom drove me to one of her friends' houses. She looked me down to the basement. I saw my grandfather in there, only it wasn't actually him. When I tried to run, they closed the basement door and locked me in. Can't remember much else from that night. My stepmom's friends are always coming by the house now. They tell me I have a debt to pay. They have work for me to do. Creepy. Stinky. What is this place? I'm glad Jack's here. I'd be afraid. Hey, we hit 50 likes. Hell yeah. Okay, don't end that. Except it looks like maybe 2 up, left, then 1 up, and then 1 right. Let's try that. One. Two. Then left. Then up again. And then right. See if that worked. It did not. Okay, we're gonna try a different one. We're gonna go up, left, up, right. Up. Left. Up. Oh! Be gone, demon. Get fucked. I've been freed. No more overbearing father turned violent alcoholic. No more hiding my bruises and cuts. No more pills and needles. No more getting laughed at and kicked around. They'll never laugh at me again. By day my body withers away, but by night my mind explores forbidden worlds of power and knowledge, guided by beings of pure darkness. Entrusted with secret knowledge of the demon's seal, I've learned the correct conjuring sign. Drawing the inverted star along the rocks arranged in the 5. First at the top left point and then down. I will lure them into the woods, and I will show them my power. Is this a Carrie situation? Have you ever tried one of those and gotten the right answer by chance? Yeah, and then it's very confusing because you don't understand the future puzzles. That just get harder. Hello? Yeah. Be right back, chat.
Bowser?
Hello, everyone. How you doing? Are you thoroughly spooked? Also, hopefully the combination of spooky music and Nintendo synthwave beats was not horrifically unpleasant. Also, how you doing, folks? You doing alright? Feels a bit slow today for some reason. Maybe it's just Monday, end of the month. Who can say? That's not a video game. Now that's a video game. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Just got to smooch the love of my life in the snow. In the first snow of the season, so that was real nice. Gay kissing in the snow? Yeah. Playing Mario Wonder while I watch stream? Oh, that sounds delightful. Is Mario Wonder as delightful as it looks? No. The fuck?
Well, time for a little BWA fight, Jack.
Ashley, thank you for the 5 gifted tier 1 subs. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you so goddamn much. No, guys, so in the last one, the daughter wound up working at a clinic, probably an abortion clinic, and it looks like these monsters are aborted fetuses, so... Sounds cute, kissing in the snow. It was super cute, and it's one of the most beautiful experiences I've had in quite some time. I like looking at my partner a lot. Okay, get out of here. Oh god! I'm having fun with it. It's 4-player too, so my 4 nephews will love it. Oh, that's awesome! Clam. Damn it. Yeah, I hope you feel better soon, Malachi. Also, Charlie, it's nice to see you keep coming back to my stream. I'm glad you think it's worth your time. My eco-fascism play in RimWorld? Nice. Be gone, nerd. No, damn it. It's actually trying to say Morty's. It's a Rick and Morty spinoff. How's Mario Wonder? More teas.
I'm an end.
Be gone, demon.
Violator.
Get dunked. Get dunked, nerd. I got you. What's that, Paladin?
It's locked.
Oh, that's too bad. Damn, Charlie, that's like the most praise I could ever consider giving a Mario game. It must be really good. Oh, there's already a reflection. Be gone, evil. Oh. Well, looks like I stabbed myself in the eye. I hope it was worth it. Aha. I'm not bleeding anymore. Cool. You're dripping blood? Yeah, because he actually stabbed himself in the eye from real life. What the fuck was that? Did I just find the fucking Antwives? Terrifying. What is it? She guards the door to underground purgatory. I have not seen her. Children fear her. Confess they see. I'm good. Day one of our paranormal investigation into the old Snake Meadow Hill Church. We've got 3 cameras, a box of tapes, and enough beer and beef jerky to last us a week. On our way in, we asked some of the locals about the church. It was mostly the stories we had heard before, evil spirits dragging children into the cornfield and secret tunnels under the chapel. But there was this spindly lady game that we hadn't heard yet. Apparently has to do with summoning the spirit of a woman who used to take care of the orphans back in the 50s. There's even an old rhyme, they told us. Walk the church from room to room and maybe you will see her. She will move when you do, but never try to trick her. Awesome. We're gonna try the game tonight as soon as we get settled in. Ugh. I'm gonna exit the game here. I'm a little spooked. Maybe we'll oh, new background unlocked. We'll check that out. Maybe we'll finish our playthrough tomorrow night, depending on my plans. Let's see what the background is. Spooky CH2 splash. No, I've had a lot of fun with you guys today. Thank you for indulging me, and thanks for understanding about the copyright strike. I know people wouldn't be mad at me for, explaining why some of the videos went missing, but I still felt weirdly bad about it. I like that there is like a backlog of VODs for people to go through so people can see that I'm fairly consistent in my positions. So it irked me quite a bit to have one just like completely gone. You don't need to feel bad. I mean, I felt really bad last night when I found out I had the copyright strike, but I'll see what I can do to take care of it. I hope you all have a really fun Halloween. Thank you all for spending time with me tonight. I know the title Halloween game stream doesn't really bring in the masses, but I think the streams are chill and fun, and I hope you all enjoyed your time here too. Good night, everybody. I will see you all maybe tomorrow night. And maybe we'll continue our journey through Faith, make another stab at World of Horror, or even go a little bit spookier. Good night, friendos. I think we'll end stream. Good night.